seiche event?
A seiche is when strong winds can cause really rapid changes in the height of water. In this case, it moves the entire pond from one end of the playa to the other. The pond essentially rolls uphill.
And all the rocks just go, off they go.
And then at the end of the day, the wind dies down and it moves all the way back. So they published a paper describing what was going on in 2014. And what happened next was amazing.
My favorite part of this whole story is that after you publish your paper, there are all these scientists from all over the world that are sending you emails and mailing you photos. They're like, wait, I have something.
We were out here at one point and we met this couple in the parking lot. And the wife told us this story about seeing this video on TV of ice bursting through somebody's garage in the Great Lakes. And you can find these on YouTube, these pictures of ice that is being blown across the Great Lakes. Of course, an enormous area, big, long fetch, right? And it forms mountains that are like, I don't know, at least a couple meters high.
Everywhere he went, people started telling him about mysterious things that they had found, of rocks and ice being moved by unusual forces.
And then we've observed in Google Earth images of Great Slave Lake, basically house-sized rocks that apparently have scribed trails in the bottom of the lake.
But there are also still some other unanswered mysteries.
And then there's this place in Spain that is out in the La Mancha area, man of La Mancha, you know, and they have had documented rock trails on them. Those folks say that it is not this mechanism. And their argument is that they're salt lakes, and so the salt, it lowers the freezing temperature of water enough that you wouldn't get ice forming on the surface to make the rocks move. I don't believe that story. That's going to be, you know, a future adventure to Spain.
So I think I finally understand why it took so long to solve this mystery.
We could tell that the rocks move for about 15 minutes, and then they stop.
And they're done.
You have to be here right at the right time.
At the exact,
you know, it is a perfect Goldilocks.
It's Goldilocks on cocaine.
Yeah.
That's the whole different children's story that we don't usually tell.
It's the hottest place on Earth, but you need it to be freezing at night.
Or it doesn't rain that often, I would imagine.
That's the key.
It's incredibly windy, but you need just gentle winds. And you need a source of rocks on this playa that's mostly 1,000 feet deep of just straight sediment. Everything about this problem is just perfect, which is one of the things I love about this story. But the thing I love the most is this next bit about a little girl from Germany.
So one of the people who contacted us after our paper was published was a 13-year-old girl in southern Germany. Her name is Ronja Spanky, and she had been doing experiments to simulate what was going on here at Death Valley for her science fair project. And it turns out, like, no sweat, okay, to move every single rock out here. We're talking many bulldozers' strength worth of force. The whole notion that it had to be like really super slick, you know, to get the rocks to move, this is bull. Okay? And Ronja showed that in her little, you know, after-school experiment. And it turns out that she won a whole series of science fair projects.
There's not that many scientific things we go see that there's a lot of people out here coming to visit and check out. So this one is pretty spectacular.
And you can go see the stones if you want. It's not easy. I know Richard and James were really eager to solve the mystery, but I don't think they ever expected the impact they were going to have on other people's lives. And I can't wait for the answers they uncover next. Thanks so much for watching, and happy physicsing.